So Matt Reeves, the lord, the myth, the legend, the man who I would literally give permission to basically sit on my face, has just given us a ton of new news to do with his Batman Part 2 movie. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of the first one. I saw the first one on opening night in Australia. I think I went to go see it at like 9 p.m, something crazy, maybe 8:30, right? And the reason it was crazy is because by the time I was home, it was like 1 to 2. I woke up at 6 and then went to go get surgery. So the Batman Part 2 is the Batman, I should say, is definitely a very memorable experience for me, and I've been so excited for the Batman Part 2. Been making tons of videos on this channel, and it's good to finally hear our boy Matt Reeves say something about it. He actually said it's going to dig into the epic story about deeper corruption, and it's going into places he couldn't even anticipate in the first one. Again, he also said that the Batman Part 2 is just another epic mystery film. And another report here saying that Matt Reeves says that the Batman sequel will not include Gentleman Ghost, what the fuck? They'd never go fully into their fantastical element. The Penguin will be back in the new movie. Whether or not more Batman villains pop up remain to be seen. Fans have called for Reeves to add the supernatural villain Gentleman Ghost to the sequel, but he told SFX that will not be happening as it does not fit with the grounded take on the comics. What was important to me was to find a way to take these pop icons, these mythical characters that everyone knows, and translate that to what Gotham feels like a place in our world, Reeves said. We might push to the edge of the fantastical, but we would never go into full fantastical. It's meant to feel quite grounded. Again, this is really interesting because this is super on part of the video I made a little bit ago where I talk about how I think the reason, James Gunn is actually making these brave and bold new Batman movie in his new DCU is because James Gunn's Batman is going to be so much different to Matt Reeves' Batman. And what I mean by that, I said in Matt Reeves' Batman, I believe his villains and characters will be these super grounded people like the Joker, like the Penguin, like, Catwoman and the Riddler, instead of having these mythical characters like Killer Croc, Clayface, Mr. Freeze, etc., Poison Ivy, right? But those villains, I think James Gunn is actually going to do in his movie, and I think that's going to be really interesting, and he's definitely going to dive into the more mythical side of things that Matt Reeves is, of course, not willing to do. Now, who will the villains be of this movie, right? I have a massive feeling that if I was to do this movie, I think the main villain would be Hush, right? I think Hush has been rumored to be the main villain of this movie for so goddamn long at this point, where I really feel like it would make a ton of sense to go down that direction. Again, a pretty grounded character who was the son of a billionaire, just like Bruce Wayne was. He has that connection there, but instead of going down the good path, I believe Hush actually kills his parents, goes to jail, does some time, but then actually dives into surgery and kind of changing the way his face looks and all of that type of stuff. I don't know how they're going to do that super grounded like, but it's a lot more easier, I think, to do that grounded than have a big fucking ball of clay man who was attacking Batman and trying to kill him, right? I think Hush, maybe they could just say he's this really, really good surgeon, the best surgeon in the world who can change his face really anytime he wants. Or maybe they go into an element where he creates masks or something to change his identity. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, but I think Hush would be really awesome. The other set of villains I think they could actually use in this movie, who I would probably, if it was me, I would save these guys for the third one. Maybe tease them in this one, but definitely save them for the third one, would actually be the Court of Owls. Now, for those of you who don't know who the Court of Owls are, they're essentially this underground government type of secret society, kind of similar to what they say like the Illuminati is or whatever. These people who are behind the scenes, kind of controlling and changing the strings of politics and how the world kind of works, and they're kind of a deep reason for the corruption in Gotham, who these Court of Owls are. And of course, they actually go and hire, I believe, mercenaries, assassins to go and hunt down Batman. Again, an idea I actually heard, which would kind of be awesome, would be by the time we get to the third movie, it's revealed that all of this corruption and political drama happening in Gotham right now has always been the Court of Owls, right? And now Batman's starting to realize that he's actually going after them and actually chasing them. Someone actually said online, wouldn't it be cool if they hired Deathstroke to go and hunt down Batman? And that would be like the original Ben Affleck idea, where originally we know Ben Affleck was supposed to be the Batman. This was supposed to be about him in this movie, and he would be going against Deathstroke. He was supposed to direct it, all of this type of stuff. That movie didn't get cancelled, it just got repurposed into what we know as Matt Reeves' The Batman with Robert Pattinson. So again, I do believe they are setting up a lot of villains in this universe. Again, so many ideas they could go with that I've heard. Some people saying that wouldn't it be cool if in the second movie we have Hush as the main villain, the Penguin's still there in the background, maybe another side villain is introduced. Some people were saying they could do like a Professor Pig, which would be kind of cool. Again, another fucking serial killer who, if I remember right, like kind of experiments on people and cuts them up and shit. It's pretty fucked, but I think you could do that in a grounded live action thing. And then maybe we get a hint of the Court of Owls in this second one. One of the reporters, I believe, actually went up to Barry Keoghan and asked him if he would be continuing his role as the Joker, and he said you would have to wait and see. So I definitely feel like we may be getting a Joker scene or two, maybe in Arkham. And then by the third one, wouldn't it be awesome if, you know, the Court of Owls, it's revealed they're controlling Gotham, they're doing all of these politics and the corruption and whatnot. They maybe hire Deathstroke to go after Batman, and then behind the scenes, they do an Arkham jailbreak. They release everyone out of Arkham again. Wouldn't that be fucking sick? We've never seen that in live action. And then in the third one, we've got Batman having to go against fucking Deathstroke, the Joker, the Court of Owls, Hush maybe again, the Penguin again, Catwoman who might find her way into jail, the Riddler. I don't know, all of this type of stuff. It may sound too much for a third movie though. I think maybe if they just focus on the Court of Owls and maybe the assassins the Court of Owls hire, could Deathstroke be one of those assassins? I'm not exactly too sure. Again, he's a very grounded Batman character too, so that would definitely be very awesome. But yeah, there's a ton of Batman villains that can go with in the second and third one. Again, obviously, Hush, the Court of Owls, could Deathstroke be back into consideration? The Joker, which we know looks to be a thing that they're looking at doing. The Penguin's going to be in it, which we know. There's so much they can do with this trilogy that it almost makes me think if they were really smart, if they really wanted to, wouldn't it be awesome if this was continued outside the trilogy and maybe they did a fourth one or some shit? Again, I don't know. Considering we've been waiting like 5 years for the second one, I'll be fucking 50 years old with 4 kids and a grandchild at this point by the time if we were to get a fourth one. So maybe I'll hold the horses on that. Of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions all down below. Who do you guys think Matt Reeves should use as the main villain for this Batman Part 2 movie? I'd very much like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel and my IRL/flowing channels, which will all be getting linked in the description down below. But most importantly, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already for the latest gaming content, movie content, TV content, all of the above. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.